BM look like. Ooh, I see the future, you what my BM look like. Ooh, say you got a man that don't even look right, but I know you be creeping, girl, I see you tonight.
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Dejanay Nicole, and today I'm back with another video. And today we're gonna be doing a story time. I got a little story to tell y'all, okay? It was about my first day of freshman year in high school, okay? Let me tell y'all, it was the worst day of my life. Like, I don't wish this on nobody, but I mean, I didn't think it was gonna go that bad, but it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad, okay? Without further ado, let's get into it. Let's hear what happened, okay? Alright, so it started off with me, you know, just getting ready for school, how anybody else would do on their first day of school, you know. And I was nervous, butterflies. I was doing the most, okay? I was scared, to say the least, alright? All those emotions was just going through me in the morning, okay? I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta make a good first impression. I gotta do really good and all this stuff. So all that was going through my head. Keep that in mind, okay? That's the only thing I'm worried about, is seeing my friends and trying to make a good first impression, okay? Because them first impressions will, okay? So, you know, in the morning I get ready and then I go to a compound. I rode the compound bus. Now, a compound, if you don't know, is basically, let me explain this really quickly. It's basically, you get on a bus with different people in your neighborhood or your area, and then it takes you to a compound, which is typically just a big parking lot. And then after you get off your compound bus, you go on to a different bus, which is your school bus. And then your school bus will take you to school. So yeah, I rode a compound bus. I don't know why I had to ride a compound bus, because literally I could drive to school, or like my parents could drive me to school. Anybody in my neighborhood could get to my school within like 5 minutes tops, like literally. And then the compound was literally right behind my house. It didn't take that far to get to the compound either, okay? Like literally a minute drive to get to the compound. So I don't understand why I had to ride the compound bus. I'll never understand. And so this day, my brother didn't ride the compound bus. The first day of school, he didn't ride the compound bus because he wasn't sure if they had a bus for his school. But they did. Typically, they have a bus for every school within your county or your, you know. So they had a bus for him, but he didn't ride the compound because he wasn't sure. So I rode the compound by myself. My first day of high school, and my brother, he's 3 years older than me. So I was a freshman. He's going into his senior year. So my dad drove him to school, and then I'm on the compound. My dad's like, don't worry, there's gonna be people out there helping you guys get on your bus. You're not gonna be alone. Which, that was the case. So I get to the compound. Literally takes literally a couple seconds to get to the compound from my bus stop. So I'm at the compound, sitting on the bus, and then they tell us to get off the bus, and we're trying to find our new buses, okay? So it's hectic. Everybody's trying to find their bus, you know, first day of school type stuff. And so I found one of the people that are standing there trying to assist everybody. And I'm like,
can you help me find my school's bus or whatever?
So I find my bus, and literally my compound bus is at the beginning of the parking lot, and my school's bus was all the way at the end, literally. So that was a good little walk every single day that I had to walk from my compound bus to my school bus. It was a good little walk. Like in the cold, in the rain, all of it, I had to walk. It was just, you don't ever want to ride a compound, trust me. Okay, so I get to school, you know, I get on my compound bus, then we go to school. So I get to school, everything's going smooth, everything's going fine. I found my classes perfectly fine. Typically, you know, if you're like new to a school, you can literally just ask a teacher, hey, where's this classroom? And I walked with my friends most of my classes, and then like the classes I didn't have anybody, I literally just asked teachers, hey, where's this classroom? So yeah, getting to class was fine. Didn't really get lost. I think I got lost like one time, and then after that, I just asked the teacher, hey, where's this? And you know, I got to class perfectly fine. So yeah, that everything was at school. That went perfectly fine. You know, I did the regular first day of school activities with my classmates, and you know how that goes. So that was pretty cool, chill. I had a good day at school. So you're probably like,
okay, so if you had a good day at school, where did it go wrong?
after the bell rung, everything went wrong. Everything that could possibly go wrong went wrong. So in the morning, I told y'all the only thing that was going in my mind was trying to make a good impression, trying to find my friends, you know, trying to meet up with them and all of that stuff. So I was not thinking about what bus I rode, what my bus number was not thinking of none of that at all. At all.
Are you dumb?
Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
So the bell rung, everybody's out finding their buses or stuff, and you know, people, they're gonna forget their bus numbers like I did. And there's people standing out there, there's like administrators, the principal, everybody's standing out there with these like clipboards and sheets that'll tell you where your bus is located so you can go get on your bus. Yeah, so I did that. I went up to one of the little administrators. I was like,
yes, I can't find my bus. You know, can you help me find my bus number?
and it was like, okay, cool. And they looked in their little computer thing. Where was my address? Nowhere to be found. Where was my route? Nowhere to be found. It was like, we're having a little trouble. We can't find it. Do you think you can have someone pick you up? You know? And I'm like, my granny literally lives right up the street, but I don't want to call her and bother her. You know, it's my first day of high school. I'm trying to be Miss Grown Body.
You not grown. Till you start paying some bills, you not grown.
You know, do everything, Miss Tough, do everything by myself. Like, I got this. Like, I'll walk home if I got to. I'm not calling my granny so she can come pick me up. You know, she's not doing nothing most likely, but I'm not about to bother her. Like, it's my first day of school. I'm not doing it. Which I should have did, but I didn't. So, instead, she was like, okay, well, we're gonna figure this out or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. So, she's like, what compound do you ride? She's like, do you ride compound? I said, yeah. She's like, what compound do you ride? I said, I don't know. Well, the school is Jacob, and we use their bus parking lot, or we use their parking lot as the compound. So I'm like, well, I think the compound's Jacob compound. So I told her that. She's like, okay, it's right here. And their bus stop, you'll go in the grass and you'll wait with the rest of those people, and your bus will be here shortly. I was like, okay, cool. So I'm walking there and I'm like, I did not see none of these people this morning. Like, I seen none of these people this morning. But you know me, I was not really paying attention to that people, to, you know, people and stuff. But I knew like something did not feel right, okay? Something was a little bit off, a little bit sketch, okay? So I'm waiting for the bus to come. So my cousin, she goes to my school, and she went to my school. We both don't go there anymore, but I'm texting her. I'm like,
Oh my gosh, I can't find my bus. I don't know if this is my bus. You know what I'm saying? Like, I forgot my bus number.
I forgot both of my bus numbers, my compound bus number and my school bus number. Yeah, I know. You don't have to remind me. I know. So I'm texting her. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know. Like, I'm so scared. Like, I don't know. She's like, girl, okay, I'm about to come out there, and you know, just wait right there. I'll be there or whatever. She's like, meet me, or I think she's like, meet me like right here or something like that. I was like, honey, my bus is about to come. I'm either gonna get on it or I'm not. Like, and I don't have another option because she does not live close to me. So there's no way that I'm gonna go home with her and then like expect my mom to drive all the way out there to pick me up because I missed the bus. No. Again, I'm trying to be in this girl, and I'm like, I'm just about to get on the bus, okay? Me, I'm all scared and whatever. So this girl that's at the bus stop, she's like,
Yeah, this is, you ride the Jacob's bus. Are you going to find the Jacob compound?
I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, a little reassurance because somebody, you know, said something to me. It was like, okay, this is the bus stop. I was like, okay, cool. So I guess on the bus stop, I guess on the bus, So the bus pulls up, I get on. I'm like, I don't remember the bus driver I remember what the bus driver low-key looked like. And this ain't, the bus driver was a man, this is a woman. I don't know about y'all, but this ain't the bus that I was on this morning. I was looking around, I was like, the seats are kind of empty. And I was on like a pretty packed bus, okay? Like I was struggling to find a seat, you know? And here, there's plenty of open seats. Nah, this ain't my bus. So, we start driving. I'm like, okay, cool. Okay, cool. And I don't live but a couple minutes away from the school. I mean, my house. So, I know my city pretty decently. The city that I was living in. And I was like, okay, cool. If everything goes wrong, I know where, at least I know where I'm kind of at. So, tell me why I get on the bus. It's not my bus. I'm gonna just let y'all know that now. If you can't already tell, that's not my bus, okay? So we start driving, and then we pass up my little turning spot where you're supposed to turn to go to the compound. You know what I'm saying? We missed that. I'm like, maybe she gonna turn around this way, because you know there's plenty of ways you can get into my neighborhood. Okay, maybe she gonna turn this way. Nope, she goes straight to the highway. Now if you live, I know a couple people from my hometown probably gonna watch this. So I lived in Southside, okay? Jacob lived over there. Tell me why we drove all the way out Newburgh. That's a good little stretch. The only reason why I knew like where I kind of was at, because I have another cousin that lives down in there. I was like, okay, cool. So I called my mama. I'm like, wait, I think I called my dad first. I called one of them. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. Like I got on the wrong bus. I was literally about to cry. I was like, oh my gosh, I got on the wrong bus. Come get me. My mom's at work. I'm like, come get me. I think my dad was off work. I'm not sure, but I was like, come get me, please. Oh my gosh. I'm all the way out in Newburgh. I just passed up so-and-so's house. And I'm so scared, okay? Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so far. Like, I'm so far. So we go to this other compound. I don't really know what compound that was, because it definitely wasn't Jacob's compound. Maybe it was. Pretty sure it wasn't. So I get off at the compound. I'm like, so I have the paper. There's a paper, like the thing that the teachers was walking around, the administrators walking around with the clipboards. Everybody had a copy. Like they gave us students copies, and the teachers also had copies. So I took I had one. I'm like, so I showed the bus driver as I'm getting off the bus. I'm like, is this the compound? Like, is this Jacob's compound? She said, yep. And she was pregnant. I was like, oh, he's so cute. So I was like, okay. And I just got off the bus. It was hot. It was sweating. She was feeding us. I'm like, yes, it's hot. And I'm about to cry, and it's not making it any better. So, I get off the bus, and, again, there's administrators standing around with, clipboards telling you where your other bus is. They're not just going to put you out there, and have you out there looking dumb trying to find your bus. No, like, they'll tell you if you don't really know. So I'm like, okay, cool. Well, I'll just, and mind you, it's not just high schoolers. There's, not elementary schools, because their buses run at a different time, but there's middle school and there's high school. So there's like a whole bunch of people just ripping and running trying to find their buses. So there's like over 50 buses at the compound. So I'm talking to one of the administrators, and I'm like, yeah, I think I got on the wrong compound. Simple as that. Like, this is not where I'm supposed to be. So I start describing around where I live at, my other compound. I said the Jacob's compound. He's like, oh, okay, like I know where that is. I'm like, over by Wyandotte, that's a park. So I'm like, over by that park, and like I live over there. He's like, oh,
Okay, I know exactly where you're talking about. Okay, cool.
I'm like, okay, thank God. Like at this, I'm like, thank goodness. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that went well, and he's like, okay, cool, we'll stand right here or whatever. So then a couple other people had got on the wrong compound too. I was like,
thank God, I'm not the only one.
So here's where I'm just befuddled. I've completely lost it at this point. So he's like, okay, well, we're gonna get y'all a driver and he's gonna drive y'all home. So it's me, it was me and only one other person. It's little boy, he was in middle school. Okay, so we gets on the bus and he's like, okay, well, this bus driver, he's gonna take y'all, follow him. Y'all, tell me why. Y'all, tell me why we following this man. And I'm just like,
oh God, okay. This is Ray B. Word. It's just me, this other person, and then this bus driver.
Hopefully I don't get kidnapped. That's all I'm thinking right now is hopefully I do not get kidnapped. That's the worst thing, because you know I'm very paranoid about that stuff because it happens all the time. People get kidnapped and I'm just like, I'm not trying to get kidnapped. Like, this is the perfect way to get kidnapped. Tell me why. This is what really made me mad. And it's the part that's disgusting. Tell me why this man, we walk into the bus. Tell me why this man got on white shorts and a little, basically, and let me say this in the nicest way, not the nicest way, but the less grossest way I can. He had on white shorts. Just picture that, white basketball shorts. Sloppy body built man. White basketball shorts. And a poop stain. Y'all, I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up. A poop stain on the back of his, shorts. On the back of his shorts. It was like, I'm looking at the others like, do y'all not see this? Like, are y'all not, we just gonna let this fly? Y'all gonna just let this, like, what? So he got a poop stain. I'm just like, bro, what? What?
Boy, if you don't get
Hula, and then he had on, he's like the weirdest guy. I cannot make this up. It's like the weirdest guy ever. He had on like a sweatband. Just picture this, a sweatband, kind of balding, thin hair. He had on, I think he had on a white shirt and white shorts with the poop stain on the back. And then, my bad. And then, okay. So we get on the bus. I'm like, okay, well, it is what it is. Just get me home. I don't even care at this point. Just get me home. So we get on the bus. And I'm just ready to get out the bus. He drops the other little boy off first. And the whole time, this dude is shaking. Like let's get this clear. No offense to anybody who got Tourette's out there. No offense to anybody that may have what I'm about to describe. But this man is sitting up here shaking like he done lost his mind. I'm not even about to do the motions, but he was like, I said I'm not gonna do the motions, but here I'm he was like just twitching his neck is the best way I can explain it. Like as if he had an itch that he just can't get. I was like, okay, cool. Maybe you just got an scratch, you know, a little itch you just can't scratch right now. But no, he did this the whole time. So hear me, I'm like, okay, I'm about to get kidnapped. I'm about to get kidnapped. And nobody's gonna know where I am because I barely know where I am. All I know is that I'm in Newbury somewhere. Okay? I don't know the location. I don't know none of that. So I'm like, okay, well, he's about to kidnap me. And it is what it is at this point. So I'm on this long ride trying to go back home. Man it's just too much. So I call my mama. I'm like, Mama, there's this guy. And I described what he looked like, what he was doing. I was like, I'm just ready to go. I'm just ready to go. And so eventually, I get into my neighborhood. I'm like, thank God, thank God. He's like, where do I turn? I was like, up here, turn left. I was like, yeah, right here. I was just like, just get me off this bus. And I got off the bus and I went home. I walked home. It was like terrible. It was so bad. You were
Like, oh my gosh, it's not that serious.
but if you was in that situation, number one, it was scary. It was scary. I tell y'all, it was scary. I'm not even trying to seem like a baby, but man, you will only know if you go through it. That was not okay. And it was just not a good first, like on your first day though, like come on now, your first day of high school and that happens to you. Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy right there. But yeah, this is the end of this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Make sure y'all comment. And I got a new intro or whatever. And I'm just trying out this YouTube thing, you know, trying to see how it goes. But anyway, if you like this video, give it a like. Make sure you comment and subscribe, because I'm telling y'all, this is just the beginning. Okay.